Okay, guys, welcome once more to Class Online, where we simplify physics, JAMB 2020, which I'm looking at question number 36 to 40 in this section. And my name is Mr. Jamila. And as we go into this now, don't forget that if you really enjoy this video, you should like the page so that you can get more from us from time to time. Let's go on to number 36 right now. Question number 36 says in Fig A, the value of R is what? And you can see that's an electric circuit there. Now, so many people when they see this kind of color, they'll be scared and wondering, what's this? What do I do? What you have to do is just to look and listen and get it right now. Okay, now this is not difficult. This is one of those things that you can do. But this question says, excuse me, it said find the value of R in this field, and this is my explanation now. Now this says find the value of R, and you can see if you look at the drawing there, you have a parallel circuit that's R and 6 ohms. That's they are in parallel. Then we have a 3 ohms that's in series. Okay. So we have R and 6 ohms. Then we have a 3 ohm in series. Okay. So then we have also 2 ohms and we have 12 ohm below that. 12 volt below. That is your potential difference. So let's find the R now. Now, as we find the R, the first thing you must know to solve this question is the Ohm's law, which is V is equal to IR, which is the potential difference is directly proportional to the amount of current that passes through a conductor. Okay, so and that will give us V equals IR as the Ohm's law. Now, you need to know the amount of R, right? That's resistance, right? So my resistance is therefore V over I. That's voltage or potential difference over the current. Okay, so that gives me 12 over 2 because my current in the question, that 2 ohm is not supposed to be ohm, it's supposed to be current. That's 2A, not 2 ohms. Okay, so there's a slight typographic error there. So R equals V over I. So my V is 12 volts and my current is 2 ohm. Okay, so giving me 6 ohms. So the total resistance I must get from this circuit, all in all, is 6 ohms, right? Now, good. But we are also to find the mother. That's the mother resistance. We are also to find the total. We are told to find only the baby, that baby inside. So but you can't find the baby without first using the ohms law to find the mom. So the total resistance to get at last is 6 ohms, right? That's the first thing to do. Now the second thing to do is now to start entering it now. Now for you to enter it, you must know first that all is 6 ohms and there's a series and parallel connection, right? So beginning from the total, beginning from series. So we have total equals series plus parallel. That means everything is in series and parallel, right? Then my series is 3 ohm, my parallel is R. Now we don't know the amount of parallel that will give us because the problem is in the parallel, not in the series. So we have to say R first. That's for all the parallel. Although we know 6 is parallel, but we can't get the baby if we don't take them as one. Okay, so all the parallels are and the mommy is 6. So you have to remove the series from the total. You will get 3 ohms only for the parallel. That means you have narrowed down to the parallel. Remember, I find the 6 ohm, that's all first. That's from Ohm's law. I got all first. Then remove the series so that I'll be left with only the parallel. Now the total parallel must be 3 ohms. So that means all my workings in the parallel must give me 3 ohms, right? So I have 1 over R total, yes, equals that's R parallel equals 1 over 6. That's the formula for solving parallel. 1 over R total equals 1 over 6 plus 1 over R. If you've seen our previous video, we've done questions on parallel and series connection before. So this is a parallel connection, right? So that's where we go about it. Now we have 1 over R total plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over R. Okay, my R is what I'm looking for. That's the baby R. So I'll take the 1 over 6 over to the other side. So I have 1 over 3 since my total for the parallel is 3. So 1 over 3 equal 1 over 6 plus 1 over the baby R. That's my resistance, the little resistance inside. So solving further, that will give me 1 over R equal 1 over 3 plus 1 over 6. So that means what I said was that I took that 1 over 6 to the other side to make the 1 over 3 and it will become a minus. So my total 1 over R for the baby is 1 over 3 minus 1 over 6, giving me 1 over R equals the LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. 3 divided 6 is 2 times 1, that's 2. Minus 6 divided 6 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 over 6. So my R total, the one below, R and 6 is R equals 6. And that is my answer. So the baby R, the little R I was looking for is 1 over 6. You know, 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 is even 1 over 3. So that's the way we go about solving that. And therefore the answer is therefore 6 ohm. 6 ohm is my total is the little resistance I'm looking for. The little resistance I'm looking for is 6 ohm. Now let's go to number 37 now. This says, which of the following instrument consumes the highest current? Now, which one do you think might be consuming the highest current? You see, electric iron, television set, torchlight, immersion heater. So you want to guess. Some people feel that heater consume more. Some people think that electric iron consume more. But let's see which one consume more. But actually, you must take into consideration some other factors. You can see their power rating and their voltage, right? So to find the one that consume more, we'll use this now. I solve this way. I said electric iron. See, I solve them separately, but we are to find the one with the highest current. So you know what we're giving is power. And we were giving power and we're giving voltage. Okay, don't forget that power is equal to current times voltage. So I started by stating the formula in the center. Okay, P equals IV, right? That's the formula for power, for electric power, IV, right? Now, but I wasn't able to find V or P, I was able to find I. So I equals P over V if I cross multiply. Or sorry, if I divide both sides by V, I'll be getting I equals P over V, right? That's the formula to use for all these questions. Now let's find for the electric iron now. My I is my current is equals to, I was giving power, that's 1 kilowatt over 250 volts. 1 kilowatt, kilo is 1000, so that's 1000 watts over 250, giving me 4 ampere as my power for the electric iron, right? Then the television set is power over, it is everything is power over voltage, right? So the television set is there, my power is 110 over the voltage is 210. Everything came from this table. Everything I'm doing is always stable, the voltage and the power for each of them. So my power is 110 watts over 220 volts, giving me 110 over 220, that's 0.5 ampere. And that is the current for the television set. Then for the torchlight, we have torchlight is equals to 30 watts over 5 volts, giving me 6 ampere. And that is large, quite large. And the immersion heater is therefore the power is 500 watts over 110 volts. Okay, that's 4.5 ampere. So when you finally calculated everything carefully, we could see that the one with the largest current is the torchlight. Actually, the torchlight has the highest current consumption. Okay, but that does not mean that he doesn't have the highest voltage. He has the least. So voltage and current are always in opposition. So if you have things that use more electric charge have more voltage and less current. So that's the way it works. So the more voltage you use, that means the less current you will use. And the more current you use, that means the less voltage you will eventually use. I hope that's clear. So the one with the highest current is the one with the 6 ampere, and that's a torchlight. So that is the answer to that question, giving me the torchlight as the solution to that question. Let's take number 38 now. Which of the following diagram has the length of the tube equal to 1 wavelength? Now look at this. 1 wavelength is a complete circle. So looking at the number A, it's not going round. It hasn't gone round. It's just halfway. So A looks to me like half, and that's true. B is 1 circle, 2 circle, then half. That's 2 and half. Then C is half and half. That's 1. So C is my answer. From the drawing, you can always know. It's very easy. This is very easy. It's what anybody can do, even a baby can do. A is half. It's not complete circle. B is 2 circles and half. That's 2 and half. C is half and half. That's 1. And that's the one I'm looking for, 1 wavelength. Then D is 1 and half. So the answer to that question, don't forget, this is the way it is being calculated. Half and half is 1. 1 half and half is 2. Half and half and 2 and 1 on 1 and half and half is 3. Then half, 1, 1, 1, that's 3. Then half, that's 4. So that's the length of the wave. And that gives me the answer as option C. That's very easy, right? Now let's take number 39. Which of the following pair is not a part of electromagnetic spectrum? Now we have radio wave, beta wave, ray, gamma ray, or alpha ray. Now, which one do you think is not part? You should know this one. This one is just electromagnetic spectrum. It's like I'm saying electromagnetic wave. Which one is not part of the electromagnetic wave? Whenever you talk about electromagnetic wave, there's one formula to remember, and that is revox G. Now, which one is not part of the revox G? R means radio wave, I means infrared, B means visible light, U means ultraviolet ray, X means X-ray, and G means gamma, right? Now, which one is not part of the electromagnetic wave? Is it radio wave or beta or gamma or alpha? Now, you should know that now. Now, which one is not there? One, beta is not there on the list. Alpha is not on the list. So those two are out. So the ones that are there are radio wave and gamma ray. And that means option 1 and 3 the correct answer, right? Right? So that's the correct answer to that question. But one other thing I want to know about these things, these guys, reverse G, that's electromagnetic wave, is that from R to G, the frequency is increasing. That means the one with the highest frequency is gamma ray, and the one with the lowest frequency is radio wave. Now, you must get it. The frequency is increasing. The one with the highest frequency is gamma ray. Don't forget this. This is very, very important because this comes out almost every year. They ask questions about these guys. So from radio to gamma, the frequency is increasing. So the one with the highest is gamma. The one with the one and the least is radio. So the next from radio, the next highest is infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, and the maximum is gamma ray. But the one that's for frequency, but for wavelength, the one with the longest wavelength is the radio wave. The one with the least wavelength is the gamma ray. So that means radio wave is longer, gamma ray is shorter. Okay, so the next from the gamma ray, the shortest, the next longer is X-ray, followed by ultraviolet ray, visible light, infrared, then radio wave is the longest, is the maximum longest. That's in wavelength. Okay, so understand this, differentiate the frequency from the wavelength. The man with the highest frequency is gamma. The one with the highest wavelength is radio. If you know that way, you can know it that way, and that will be easy for you. Okay, so that means that you can answer any question on electromagnetic wave, and that will make it easier for you. So let's the answer is option I said option 2, not part. Okay, the one that are not part is beta ray and alpha. That's option 2 and 4, and that makes D the correct answer. Now number 40. A substance has a half of 3 minutes. Okay, this is half-life question. After 6 minutes, the count rate was observed to be 400 as what as it as 0 time. So okay, that's straightforward. So we are trying to find the count rate at 0 time. The count rate at 0 time. Now you are dealing with time, that's minutes, and count rate. So whenever you have this kind of question on half-life, this is the simple thing you do. You just do, it's from 6 minutes to 3 minutes, right? So you have to do, the count rate is going to getting lower and lower by the power of 2. What I'm saying is that, it will be down from 3 minutes, right? N is 3, right? Moving down, break it down. The half-life, it is half-life. It breaks down. As you are going, the time breaks down. So that means you'll be counting down. That's N3. It's moving from 3, from 6 minutes to 3 minutes. So it moves 2 steps. So it counts down, it breaks down first. That's 3 minutes. Then the second breakdown on the power of 2 is N over 4. It began from N to N over 2 breaks down. That's the first breakdown. Then N over 2 to N over 4. That's the second breakdown. If it goes on, it will be N over 8. Okay, because everything is to the power of 2. That's 2 raised to the power 1, 2 raised to the power 4, 2 raised to the power 2, that's 4, 2 raised to the power 3, that's 8. If you keep going that way, time to breakdown. Time and breakdown. That's time and count rate. Time and count. So the count rate that will give us 6. 3 plus 3 is 6, is N over 4. So you have to work with N over 4. That's N over 4 was the one that gave us 400. So if you cross multiply, you'll be getting N equals 4 times 400, meaning 1,600, and that is how to go about it. Don't forget, you are trying to get 6 minutes, right? From 3 minutes, right? So you have to move 2 steps. N to N over 2, then N over 4, then N over 4 times equals was what gave us 6 minutes, and that's N over 4. Was what gave us 400. That N over 4 equals 400. That's N equals 4 times 400, giving me 1,600 as my answer, and that makes option A the correct answer. Now that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget, if you really enjoyed this video, for you to get more from us, please like the video so that we can get to link to you and get more content to you from time to time. Until we see you again, take care of yourself and bye for now.